Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another little walk and talk video as these are my favorite type to film, and I just wanted to appreciate this beautiful weather. It is so gorgeous out. I have been doing so much filming outside lately just because where I am it is still very nice and warm, thankfully. I made a video a little while back called I Witnessed Love Today, which was basically just a little personal anecdote of me talking about just a little everyday experience that I had that really warmed my heart, and this is a very similar type of video. So I just wanted to document sort of a little personal anecdote while also sharing to you my 2 cents of what I think I universally received from that experience. It's so beautiful out. It's so beautiful out today. So lately I've been having a lot of personal stresses that have been on my heart. Things like school and just interpersonal relationships, things like finding a job, applying for new colleges. And I did a really long tarot reading yesterday that just really hit me in the heart and the feels. So I've just had a lot on my mind since doing that. And I remember I was listening to a YouTube video by one of my favorite creators, Gabby Bernstein. Shout out to her. Her book, Super Attractor, has been changing my life. Please go read it if you like to read, or if you're looking for something to read, I highly recommend it. And I was listening to a video talk that she was giving about finding evidence of the universe's love everywhere and finding synchronicities in daily life and paying attention to signs. I'll link it below if I can find the original video that I was listening to. And I remember she talked in her video about how when she was really at a low moment of hers, of low vibration, she just asked the universe for a sign very genuinely. She said, give me a sign that this is going to be okay, that this is going to work out, that my things are manifesting for me, even if I'm not sure how it's going to happen. And just in that moment, after the reading I had, I said, okay, I'm doing the same. So I closed my hands in prayer and I said, universe, please give me a sign. I don't need to know how things are going to work out or when things are going to work out. Just give me a sign that I'm being taken care of, that I'm seen, that it's going to be okay. I just really in my heart asked for any sort of divine synchronicity to give me comfort and ease in this time that's very stressful for me. There's this man with a leaf blower. I might have to be quiet for a second. And I kind of forgot about it after. As soon as I set that intention, I went out with my friend and had a lovely night, clearing my head and decompressing. But it wasn't until today when I was going to my favorite coffee shop, which I've mentioned in several of my videos now because I am always there. I was at this coffee shop that I love, and I was just sitting at like a bar seat where people do a lot of work often. So I was there with my laptop as well, just doing some work, doing some reading and journaling, which thankfully I've been back to lately. I was sitting at the counter doing some reading, and without eavesdropping on their conversation, there were just these 2 really fun men sitting next to me who were talking to each other and laughing and telling these silly stories and joking around. And just sitting next to them, doing my own thing, just hearing the tone of their voice and feeling their energy, I felt so lifted, and it was like oddly moving. I don't know. So seeing as I'm the person who always needs to interject myself into these types of situations, I listened for a small break in their conversation, and hold on, I'm gonna sit down. We'll continue in a minute. And here I am, filming in the grass again. I listened for a break in their conversation and I politely interjected and I said, I hope that this is okay to say. I've just been having a weird morning myself, and just sitting next to you both and hearing the tone of your voice and just feeling your energy, I can just tell that you both have really good energy, and it's actually really lifting me up. So I told them, I hope that's okay to say. I've just been in a vicariously lifted mood sitting next to you both. And they were so sweet about it. They said thank you so much, and they were very kind. And with that, I just kind of left them to continue their conversation, drink their coffee, and I just kept doing my reading myself. About half an hour or so passed, maybe even like 40 minutes. And I saw them out of the corner of my eye get up to leave, and I was like, oh, there they go. And as they were coming behind me to go, I felt a light touch on my shoulder, and I looked back, and it's one of the guys, and he says, hey, I hope you have a good day. And guys, you can laugh if you want. I got instantly emotional. I felt like my eyes were gonna well up. I felt like that tightness, but like the good kind in my chest. Like, I was just hit with such a weird moment of like, that was the sign I was looking for. And it was so odd and out of the blue and out of nowhere. But for some reason, as soon as he said that, I could just feel in my chest. I was like, this is the sign from the universe that I asked for, that it's gonna be okay. Just this person showing me just a very genuine, soft moment of kindness after making a very random one-off comment to him and his friend. It was just so, I immediately felt the energy all through my chest. I really had to stop myself from what I felt like crying. Like it just felt so moving in a way that I didn't expect. And I just sent back, thank you, I hope so do you, and they went on their way. But oh my goodness, it was just one of those moments where I really just felt the energy there. Quick diversion, semi on the topic. In a very saturated time I've been seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities lately. I've been seeing feathers everywhere. I've been seeing feathers almost every single day in random places all over my town. Feathers have been everywhere for me. And as I'm doing this, I just realized there's a clump of feathers right next to me. And my mind is just blown. And like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. The random acts of kindness, the synchronicities. It's exactly the kind of thing that I was watching Gabby Bernstein's video on. The fact that there are signs everywhere. It is just a matter of looking for them. Today as a whole, I was just feeling like a very whole energy, like something's very like saturated in the air. It's fall, it's a time of change, so things are already going to be very high energy all the time. And just feeling like I received the sign I asked for, seeing signs I haven't even asked for, having a stranger be so gentle and kind to me in a way that didn't make me feel threatened or uncomfortable. I've said this in videos before, but the energy of love is so saturated. If you look for it, if you're open to it, it's everywhere. I was in the same coffee shop I've been in so many days, but yesterday was specifically the day that I asked for something, and today was the day that I received it without doing anything different in my routine. I didn't know that the sign that I've been seeing everywhere, feathers, there's literally another little small one on the ground right there. Like, I didn't know that was gonna be here. I just decided to go on a walk, and here I am. I made a video about this near exact thing, like, at the beginning of the summer. The universe's love is everywhere when you look for it, and the universe will always give you signs. It always will, because that's the thing. The love of the universe doesn't have any specific aspect it has to come through. A miracle isn't just receiving your dream job. It's not just being cured of a terminal illness. Miracles happen in daily occurrences like this, like seeing a simple piece of nature that has meaning to you, like having a person that you've never spoken to say something so kind that it moves you physically. These are the miracles that are occurring daily and all around us, and it is just a matter of being attentive and noting those things. And not only that, but letting yourself be open to noticing them. Because if you close yourself off, you are not gonna see anything. But the moment that you open your eyes and that you give over to asking your eyes to be opened, you're gonna start seeing things everywhere. Whenever I film these videos, I feel like I have no clue if anything that I'm saying is gonna make it into the video or not, because I just ramble for minutes on minutes on minutes and then pick the important parts. I just feel so moved. The fact that I just so genuinely asked the universe for something, just recognition, just clarification, just a synchronicity, and I immediately received it. And here's the thing, something I stress over so much in myself is how things are gonna happen, when things are gonna happen. Well, yeah, like, I know this thing is gonna come to me, but how is it gonna do it? How do I get this to do it? Do I have to be in control of it? None of those questions matter. I remember last night, I was like, I really want to sign, but like, I don't know, what if I don't see a billboard? What if there isn't like a note left on the ground? Gabby in the video I watched talked about someone leaving a charm on the table for her. Like, what if no one leaves a charm on the table for me? Is something that I get really caught up in. I didn't know that the sign that I was looking for was gonna come through a physical person who I did not know the day after I asked for it, but it still came. And it was just as fulfilling as I was hoping it would be, and it just filled me with so much immediate clarification. The minute that man looked me dead in the eyes, spoke to me so clearly and so gently, I knew. And it's those kind of things, like, the universe will always come through for you. It will always provide. It will always bring things around. And we get the privilege of being blissfully ignorant to when that is. We don't have to worry about it. The universe's love is everywhere, all the time. I actually have my journal with me today as I was doing some journaling. One of my favorite affirmations is something that I wrote down when I started journaling about a year ago, and I still think back to it all the time. It's a really good one. Something I wrote on October 24th of last year was, I fall back on the universe and allow myself to be caught. And that is a statement that just it gets me jazzed, you know, just the visual of just completely letting go, completely giving over entire trust, like a trust fall into the universe. Knowing fully in myself and affirming, I will always be caught, I am always supported, and there is an infinite amount of love that will always be supplied for me, no matter what I do, no matter what mistakes I make, no matter how far I stray. Oh my gosh, something I wrote today. Sorry, I just remembered. Something I wrote today was, even when I stray, it is still so divine. There is so much divinity and love and peace that is everywhere all the time. Really, even as I'm saying, it's like having my hands in a mudra, like without even... I never know what to do with my hands. They always end up here. Really what it comes down to is signs and synchronicities. They are everywhere. They will always come to you. Don't close yourself off to what you think they can and can't be, because if you ask for something, you will receive it. And if you don't receive it consciously, you probably received it unconsciously and didn't clock it. You have to keep your eyes open to these things. You have to keep your heart open to these things. The most infinite supply of anything in the entire world is love. It's this universe's love for you, and every mistake you've ever made, and every promise to yourself you've made that you've gone back on, and every slip and fall and trauma you've ever experienced. Because everything that has happened to you has happened for a reason, and everything that is going to happen to you has already been planned out for you, and you do not have to stress about getting all that your heart desires, because it has already been given to you. It's just on its way. To make it into a more palatable metaphor, it's like ordering a package. It hasn't arrived at your house yet, but when you check for tracking updates, even though it hasn't arrived at your doorstep yet, it says, yeah, it's on its way. Yeah, it's coming to you, but there's a delay. Okay, it's still on its way. You still put in the investment. You still ordered it. It's still coming around to you. Also, it's okay to ask for signs. It's okay to want them. It's okay to need that clarification, because doubt is natural. It's just another feeling, and if there's anything I've learned, you have no control over the natural feelings that occur. Doubt is natural, which is why we have signs and synchronicities that come around to us and remind us to keep our faith and keep trusting and keep believing. But friends, at the end of the day, what it comes down to is the universe has no limits to the way that it will show its love for you. It will show your love to you in yourself. It will show love to you in strangers, in feathers. It will show it to you in light, in religion, in people that come to you, in people that you have to leave behind. Every small aspect of your life that changes it is a way that the universe is showing its love for you. Whether or not you clock it, every single action that happens to you, every single change that is made is working out for you in your favor in the end. But yes, I've done enough rambling for now. It has been almost 25 minutes of just me talking. But that being said, keep believing, keep loving, keep remembering that you are blessed and that everything that is meant for you is on its way, and that if you're having trouble remembering that, ask for a sign, because you never know where it might come from. That is all for today, friends. Please like and subscribe and let me know what kind of videos you want to see next. And remember that I love you so much, and so does the beautiful universe that creates all. Keep killing it. Happy fall. I love you so much. Bye-bye.